These are 4 business models that if you implement today, in as little as the next 4 to 6 weeks, you could be earning $250 to $300 a day, every day. So let's jump right in. The first business model I'm going to talk about is what I call canvas dropshipping. Now, this kind of dropshipping is related to only selling canvases art. Now, I'm a huge fan of artwork. If you go back to my videos from 2021, 2020, when I was living in Toronto, Canada, and these go for a lot of money. I'm talking high ticket products. That one was about $200 that I paid for. There's print on demand websites where you can actually create a design on a free tool like canva.com. You can take that design and put it onto a print on demand website. And then check this out. You can go to a website like Etsy where you can sell that artwork. Here's the best part. You don't even need to have any inventory yet, meaning you don't have to buy thousands and thousands of dollars and, for example, 500 units of a piece of art, hoping that one day people are going to buy, and then you can finally recover all the investment that you put in. You can just immediately start selling it. And the cool thing is, when someone buys your artwork on Etsy, you can then just take that customer's money that you just received, and you can use that money to then buy an order directly from that print-on-demand website, and then they will directly ship from their website over to the customer, and you make the difference. So, for example, if you sell the artwork for $200 on Etsy, you receive $200 from there, minus whatever fees and taxes there are from that. And it only costs $50 for you to make it on a print-on-demand website. Now you're pocketing $150 a sale, which means that you really just have to think about how to make 1 to 2 of these sales on a daily basis. Now, there's so many ways to do that. You can create organic traffic, you can run advertisements to this, you can do word of mouth. The bottom line is, if you can sell high-ticket artwork, you don't even need any risk. That's pretty cool. Now, before I move from the second point, I do want to point out that this video is limited and I can't go too long on every single business model. And so if you are serious about building a full-time income online, I would highly recommend you check out my most popular YouTube video where I break down the 5-6 best business models that you can get started on today, so that in the next 4 to 6 weeks, you could be on your way to earning $5,000 to $7,000 a month. I get so many people thanking me, messaging me on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok, specifically about this one video. I'll leave it as the first link down below. You can enjoy that video once you're done with this one. Now, the second business opportunity I want to share with you is called short form YouTube automation. Now, you see all those YouTube videos online that talk about things but aren't necessarily attached to a personal brand. Like, for example, you might know channels that only do basketball highlight reels, or a YouTube channel that just talks about movies. In all of these topics, it turns out that people are actually making faceless YouTube channels where there isn't a personal brand associated with it, but rather they are just making videos by compiling and finding interesting information from other videos and making it into their own video. And here's the reason why they're doing that. Because on YouTube, it turns out that there's something called AdSense, which essentially pays you for every 1,000 views that you make. And it turns out if you can assemble a team of video editors, copywriter, someone that can design your videos, and if you don't want to be doing the voiceover, you can even hire someone to talk through the voices of these videos. You can make a couple $100s a day just from the AdSense that YouTube pays you every single time one of your videos gets views. Now, if managing a lot of people isn't something that interests you, this third one might be. It's video editing. Now, before you click out and be like, what the heck, video editing, that's so basic, let me explain why this is such a high demand skill that can make you a lot of money in this year alone. To give you some context, video content is the future of online marketing, online business, and everything that's moving into the future. Look at what you're watching right now. Think about all the content that you're consuming on social media on a daily basis. Typically, what kind of content are you looking at? It's most likely video. You know guys like Andrew Tate that went super viral over the last couple of years. Not sure if you know this, but do you know how he went so viral? He had a team of 50 to 100 short form video editors, and all they did was take B-roll clips of him eating, working out, talking, speaking, doing all these different things, and they would just chop them up into 30 to 60 second videos and post these videos on every platform. And guess what? His company blew up. If you don't even know this, but he was making about $5 to $10 million a month in sales from his $50 a month course. But that all came organically because of the short form content that he has. And so as a business owner, if you want to think about it, all business owners right now are thinking, how do I get my hands on someone who can do short form video content for me? And here's the cool thing. It's a lot more simple to do than having to edit a long 10, 15 minute YouTube video. You could edit a 30, 60 second video and charge a handsome rate for every single video that you edit. If you think about it, if you charge $30 for every single video that you edit and it takes you 1 hour to edit that video, Well, in one given day of 8 hours of working, you'd be making $240 an hour. In fact, if your quality of editing was so good and you could even associate views of your videos with actual sales generated for the business owner, then you could justify an even higher rate of $40 or $50 an hour, or possibly even more than that. Now, this fourth business opportunity, I believe you're going to like even more, because not only is simple like video editing, but more importantly, it has a way higher income potential. And it's something called being a remote setter. Now, you might not know this, but you know all those online influencers that sell online coaching programs or some kind of information product as a part of the brand? They all sell using one mechanism. They DM you inside of their Instagram account. But here's the thing you probably don't know. When you're messaging them, you're not actually messaging the business owner. If someone has 100,000 Instagram followers, chances are they're not handling their own DMs. They have someone called an appointment setter or remote setter who's inside of their Instagram account, whose only job is to message their followers with one intention: book sales calls so that their salespeople can have a conversation and actually present the product and sell the offer. And the best advice I ever got from a mentor when I was first getting started, he was running a $100 million a year supplement company, said, Richard, if you want to increase your income while you are working within a job, stay close to the money. Now, the way the math works out is pretty simple. Let's say that you're working inside the direct messages for a business owner, and every single day you book 5 calls, okay? Now, those calls, obviously, you're not going to take a sales call. You're going to book them for another salesperson called the closer, who's actually going to take them. But let's say you book 5 calls, but not everyone's going to show up. So people might get sick, they might flake, they might ghost. Doesn't matter. You get 4 of them to actually show up. That's an 80% show rate. Now, from those 4 that show, let's say the closer is only able to close 1 of them, and that's pretty conservative at a 25% close rate, which means 1 out of 4 buys. And let's say that product is a high-ticket product of $5,000. You are typically going to get between 5 and 10% commission on. Now, let's be conservative and say it's just 5% commission. 5% commission on a $5,000 coaching program, well, that's $250. So technically, if you book 5 calls a day and all that does is that results in 1 call, dude, you're making $250 day in and day out. And the thing I love the most about this position is I remember when I was in university at UCLA, all students would always think, I need to get the best internship. And all an internship is you get paid a very little amount of money. Typically, internships are either free or minimum wage. And students will be so happy to do this, which bogs my mind. But the whole purpose of the internship is to be part of a company that's already successful, and simply you are working to gain experience, learn, and understand so that in the future, you can also get started on that. When you are a remote setter within a company, not only are you already making really good income, in fact, remote setters typically make anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 a month, while being mentored on how the whole business works. With these 4 businesses I share with you, again, I just don't have enough time in a short 10-minute YouTube video to break down step by step what each one of these opportunities are. And so I would strongly recommend you click the link below and watch my most popular YouTube video where I can actually go in depth and give you the most value possible on what's the best business, especially if you are starting as a complete beginner. So check out that video once you're done with this one. And at the end of the day, if you right now are watching this video and you're just not satisfied with your financial situation, I want you to take a hard look at yourself and ask, how many of these make money online YouTube videos have you watched in the last 5 days? Today, have you watched 3, 4? Because to be honest, when I was first getting started, I would binge hours and hours and hours of these videos, hoping that I would find the right one. But here's the honest truth. Any single one of these will work. In fact, all of those videos that you watched today, prior to this video, all of those could probably work as well. The only thing that won't work is if you keep consuming and don't take any action. Remember, information without implementation is absolutely meaningless. And so listen to me closely when I tell you this. The most important thing that you can do to set up you and your future up for financial success and stability moving into the future is one thing. You need to take action today. Consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you in that video right over there. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'll see you in there.